anti-corruption be promised we. And if you critically look at this, not to say the case don't know. But you want people like say back the case done. It's like say there's mind play they go on now. You know, that ton fufu, ton kite business. Say it is or it is not. I was in that state of mind until when I see the minister, na AYV, na I come on at the state of mind. Since the time where the news reached here network, where I say, let me wait, make we see the official statement from the government of Sierra Leone, waiting then go right today. Nothing all right today. And now, it then at the chair. I don't know if the same state of mind in which they say, even though in feels everything done, but one kind way this thing still ain't go by head. Say one day they not go glad with her, then they go and back say, paddy, we don't find case now. Finally, they can go back in a court. Or because in lawyer be insist say the need for paying 250 million, so maybe then go into a bargain. Say, you know it's in, to let you lawyer forget, but then they will give you chair back. However, even though they be say for step aside, nobody not be sitting in chair. So the chair be still the wait for them. For say them be still no, say he was not guilty. So there are so many things in this particular anti-corruption case where I don't feel say on the side of the government for the press release, on the side of anti-corruption where remember Patrick Sandy said talk and say then good for issue press release. Then good for issue that. Before that, the press release or the interview where they released, then tell we about the Auditor General in report where then be done the review from 2015 to 2018. And then they tell we about, then just review and give we part one. We still wait for the other parts then. Still yet, now the minister don't take in seat back. We know they talk now say, then suppose for convict him if he's not guilty. But at least if he's not guilty, say he's not guilty. Not make this thing still hang in head. Unless if they don't meet some side, they don't settle, I won't know but. But the way it is right now, this thing still hang in head. But who does say make you go back in the chair? Waiting the be teller. These are all the questions. So, waiting the be teller and say go back. The case done or we still investigate, go back no more. Now we be say make you push corner side, make you know infiltrate, make you know chook the investigation. Are we serious in fighting corruption in Sierra Leone? 48,132 bags of rice. Or now anti-corruption ain't just, you know, like when they say waju. You know, look fine, it's just waju, grip waiting, not for grip and just say for run with them. Because not to foresee the rest not shable. The rest shape. The rest they don't shape done. Anti-corruption in they say, now from the onset, now they the mistake they. If anti-corruption no be can't tell who not for no safe. Not so me and you for be no, who not for no. Now they make maybe press conference. Say rest missing, Chinese rest. So they need for come back home. But I don't know what you think. Make I just go through some of the messages them. We get something for do with waiting with the talk. Now the program today. Alhaji Silase, he say most of we not get confidence by ACC. He say, you think so for friend and outsider for can conduct commission of inquiry if we be get confidence by ACC? Or do you think so we even need any inquiry if ACC they do their work? He say, but because they need for start for take action. They need for start for take action against anyone with them found guilty. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from, please. Yes, sir.
Okay. Chipuri, thank you very much for having me on the platform this night. My own contribution towards this topic tonight.
Yeah, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
48,132,000 bags of rice missing. We don't know where it go. This is very, very bad. And this now word from the anti-corruption boss. He said that this is missing. And now we realize say the minister and the deputy, they don't put them back in the chair. That simply means to me the investigation, the allegation they make against them people here, you don't overnight make them put them back in the sit on place. So therefore, to me own thinking, and I feel say the ACC boss is credible on the fight for corruption. We all be look forward to ACC boss, a very good man, we can fight corruption. Not on the olden days, like which them feel say, the former regime, not they do good on fighting corruption. Now we don't get two instances where we be able to quote this ACC boss. We get the incident on the chief minister, on the allegation against the chief minister for $1.5 million. This ACC boss, he come, he dismissed this claim, and at the same time, he backed the chief minister and send that man up, they put that man up on detention for a while the reporter just asked a simple question about $1.5 million missing or suspected of this man putting this money in his account. So then take this allegation like say this man is not supposed to ask question. And now we don't get this back. This same ACC boss don't come and say yes, you don't get a lot of you don't get a lot of issues about this rice, and you don't get confirmation. And they even arrest the woman where they find out say they rebag this rice where they supply for the school beginning of the country. So this is not right. And often see them and they're serious for fight against corruption. If they're serious against for fight corruption, I believe say if you get any case where pertain to corruption, if we do a follow-up and make sure say you treat them with seriousness. But with this, after all this time, this case be done now on the judiciary, we find out say now they don't dismiss this case for the time being, and they don't even come clear and say, okay, the case done, and just say the case can come back. According to Mr. Patrick Sandy, say they might call back this case if they get any more findings. So this simply means it's a time wasting process. They just waste this is not taxpayers' money that they waste, not to say that their personal money, and hopefully say they work for that situation for bring back this case. Why that for be? It's not supposed to happen. If at this part of the world, if they put you as a boss for do a job, if you're not doing it right, I believe say the rightful thing for do is if I come up clean, stand tall and say, okay, I failed the nation hopefully, therefore I resign. I believe say that so the ACC boss will come to now. I don't see no reason why if we just carry on and they not even come clear and say, okay, the case done. Still this man, they don't reinstate on in position, but later they can come back and say, okay, that case will be set together. Now we don't get more evidence. Now they come back in a court in case he do something to the way he not suit them comfort. This is the case now. So maybe let's say the chief minister, the ACC boss, he don't fail the nation hopefully if he resign. He's not supposed to be in that position because then they do the job as according to how he's supposed to do them. If we don't say time and time again, we don't see the incident in McKinney where people they collect money, where they for go sign for something, where for produce identification for show saying that you the person where can collect money. People then come with different ID, then come and collect the money and go. They say, okay, the one way they give the money, they not get poor, and the people let them go for go take this money here. Now then be the fraudsters. But you will issue the money. These are clear cases that we don't see, where the ACC not do nothing serious about. So me feel say don't fail the nation, hopefully. And this not waste of taxpayers' money. This not money when at them pockets they come on. Now the taxpayers their money. So they're not supposed to waste money like that. I believe say the ACC not they do the job right like, according to I supposed to do. So therefore, to me own personal thinking, I feel say the ACC boss, if I do the meaningful thing by saying, okay, I fail the nation and I for resign. So now me will take this for tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Triple A.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Mr. Mike, I call from Philadelphia.
Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Triple A. I'll be telling you, man. I tell you,
you owe me the $100 anymore. Now, ACC, they owe me that money. Carry on, sir.
ACC not gonna pay you that money. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. I tell you, don't mind them fake, man. You know, now fake then they fake. Now fake people. If they go after that Alpha Timbo again, Alpha Timbo go expose there. You go pull their secret now, though. I tell you, man. I mean, they're not going to go after. If they try that one day, Alpha Timbo go pull their secret. Yeah, ACC fake. Okay, they're not able to fight corruption again. All the people out there they fight corruption for that, they don't overwhelm. The opposition don't done, you know. Now the fake business no one are deeper. They go after examination malpractices. Who that they leak their exam there? Now who's rich person what picking what they leak them for? You know, ACC they're fake. I tell you they're fake. All right, you know any more corruption case and that because the opposition and what them refer it don't over with. Okay, only thief they what they go on at that country. ACC you know they do nothing, me man. Nothing. The transportation boss, all the the way they do so. ACC you know they do nothing. Why they tell you all the fake dollar they what they sold at salon. ACC you know they do nothing. All right. You know what I mean? You know, salon, the cocaine where they go on a salon. ACC, you know, they not even bother about that. And then the policeman, they not even bother about that. And then you know, everybody they fake, me man. Now fake corruption in effect. Now they say they create the problem. Now they say they do all anything they are. You know, me, I'm tired with them people here, me man. I'm tired. But you see, salon people, they need for wake up, you know. They need for wake up and see what's in the go on at the country, you know. All this, the hardship we'll get for car next year. Not even see I hate self. Because all these rest will don't go so, man. Rest go maybe 500,000 next year, man. You know, anti-corruption, quit your job. Just quit that job there because you just not fake corruption you can't for cafe, you know. Everywhere, man, I don't know with them, man. You know, I don't even want to anti-corruption case no more, man. I'm your contribution on this, man.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. You will not be know anything happen with me and Mike. The same way the Justice Cosmo Tina Jarrett be pull the case come out and free everybody. Mike be called and he say this case not get for come again. So maybe tell and say, what if the case come back? What if anti-corruption, like how they say, then go get her, then come back and then get evidence, then charge the Honorable Osman Timbo back in the court? Mike say, well, he go give me $100. Well, look like it do na $100 now, miss. So now I make her say, ACC, they owe me $100. Because that they make, waiting and say they not do them. And then get Mike the winning side. For say, definitely they not go call this case. Eh? Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who you call from, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I mean, Ibrahim, call from Maryland.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me a platform. Mike don't score you one goal. Mike be telling you last time, say this case you don't know, you don't believe. So, this I hope they will give you $100. So, if you not give,
give me the $100.
If you not give, you not agree. What money they will give you? Okay, now go to the program proper. You know, this anti-corruption business, if we not get independence from body, we be say not to president get for select time. for the opposition, they trust me, the corruption is in effect. Only they go after the opposition and the poor teachers there, and the poor one day. When Kaifala will be start, will be the man is good, they do good job. They even promote the West Africa, you know. We're glad for them, but in hand and tie right now. This don't show clearly say it will work for the government because now they put on there. But what I've been saying all the time, I say, but Kaifala, if you know say you want to do a job, the tight time, he need for resign. The man, he educated, he been get job, not for not get job. They know how corruption they work in their country, that's why they come out. Most of the administration under now they come out. They know the credibility of fighting corruption. So if you go, you want to implement that work there, if you say you hand them tight, trust me, get for resign. This all are propaganda. This Alpha Timbo and the other people that would allege for this case, trust me, if for this on the other side, then for don't follow this case, no matter any taxpayer money we don't waste, them for don't waste time. For me, then say they get conviction. But because they know say now they all lay at the cabal, now they all dance at the same tune, so they can't fool with the people. You know, the corruption, yes, it minimizes so small, but trust me, the corruption in the threat, you only did to the other side. But then, when at the present administration, if they for set one example where they convict somebody, we see say this person here, they don't charge him, he guilty. Well, if I don't know say this guy they fight the corruption, but the corruption will go and allow say they fight corruption, we not see it too. They go to my salon to but I hope they will give the $100. We don't forget what I did. We need for invite the Naya on this platform and then can't tell we. Triple, they need for give that money day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who call from, please.
Yeah, hi everyone. Triple, everybody. This is Mohammed Kemukai from Australia.
Yes, Kemukai, get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. This anti-corruption, yeah, starting here, then they still need for good visit day, and you know, corruption still going at that place there. Then there's last month ending, they try for giving code to people then, you know. So I got two of me, one my brother, one my sister, they qualified. They don't do this voluntary job for more than 6 years, you know. Today they not get pin code. Then go there, they go the document, they qualify or not they qualify a long time. They don't do voluntary work, they submit to the job. But when they're going to the UBD, man, they say they for pay 2 million for let they get pin code. So then when they qualify, they know they will get the pin code and they know will give them. But the 2 million, I for again, now you know my brother tell me so. He put inside envelope. He hand over, he put under the document. He give the guy where they collect the envelope there. They say the minister did the. I said, the minister of health, he did it. He said he did it. He said the man there. I said, but you know the talk boku. They say, well, you see, your document no more. You not get the document, you not bump. Envelope not the give back. There you go. Me what I said this now they watch what did they go. Now I say if wait for if you don't take picture there. They say the security there, this and that, and you building no. And you building. So you see corruption still they go on. There are certain area then they anti-corruption need for visit them. You need for visit them. So this Alpha Timbo in your what is your Mike does go one go against you, might be talking. They say this not done also. That guy they need for work, man. They need for work for everybody on that place. They not to certain area they no more. Look, both teacher they no more they won't be in there. Teacher, they won't be on the other side and they prominent people then they prominent side and they and corruption still go on. You wait in days that they collect money so at the end of the day, one my brother in party the way they get money, they get pin code. Yes, I said, they show me your pin code. I said, when I get big, they begin work. They say, I get one hospital and they get for the good money. At the end of the day, sorry, they can't your account. I said, wow. So, I'm not for try for your brother and sister. I'm not for try. I said, no, me, this thing and I'm bribing me, that bribing business, I hate. Why don't you give pin code to the one that will qualify? That thing they not fine, man. Corruption still going on at that place there. Still they go on. And the big one that they sabi, they know. They're aware of everything. They know. The thing they pay me. But at the end of the day, I want me sit as we cry. I not get pinko, you not get money, this and that. Until I say, una go get them. Now the time now we check, una go get them. So anti-corruption, you need for doing job, man. You need for doing jobs. Corruption still go on that place. They still go on. Not to for one being teacher, they no more teacher, they no more. You know, fine. You know, you tell where. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Kimokwe. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who call from, please.
Oh, this is not Francis. I call from a while. How are
yes,
you,
Francis, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Triple corruption as Sierra Leone, you don't want to cancer. And then you don't want to real cancer, will be very difficult for less of. A country can be starting from the past administration, no, the present administration, no. Most of the world people are already employed. Most of the people are already appointed as ministers and a big position there. Now, poor people, poor in the sense, they don't get nothing. They go into the governance. My brother. They appoint somebody who don't get nothing. Yeah, I want to see though, a minister day, a permanent secretary day, who go to play at least 70, let me just say 50% honest, my job. Very difficult. One thing, Tripola, they tell you, this government, they are very good at propaganda. Very good at saying something to convince the 80% people who become illiterate. Now that problem in the business. I'm blasting government too. But this government, the way they submit like by people, confidence. They like confidence. Like say, there are people who educate and the continent, they believe. Then the people who don't go to school, they believe. Very good at propaganda. The thing is very simple. To your common sense, he say we don't get evidence. We don't discover 609 or something bags of rice. Out of 49,000 of money bags. What about the last year I go? Who say go? You know? Like I want to the man say, if the first in Alpha Timbo know who side this race will go. Alpha Timbo know how this race pass. You know. How you go say innocent? My brother, how you go say innocent? Now you there over get the rest. You know how the rest go. You know, let them check the rest, what chief minister and the first lady, what them be going, greet to a day, they say they go and cook for the people there, now they must the honesty. Okay? Then una say, una meet the woman, they bag the rest, they change the bags. That bag will change, and that bag of rice, you will see chief minister, the first lady, they give people and they must say, if they give people and they use money, they supply. The same bag rice, they recall always say, una meet the change. You know, my brother, corruption that's affects another country today. I don't tell it to Alice, you know, be say, pass get PhD for another country today. We need somebody who like that country today. We need somebody who know the sympathy, the suffering of them people in another country today. Apart from that, my friend, now so this thing get for go, now those things get for go. This government of revenge, this government of this, my brother, that's this get for go. You know, anti-corruption when we start, it's all you. My guy first, it's a be explain, my brother. It's a be explain for four people. If they talk, same my brother. This is like a professor. This na like no don't care for fight system. You know, it's a be analyze something. It's a be do this, it's a be do that, my brother. But we can't implementation. It's like Ben Kaifala. It get a passion, it get the enthusiasm to fight corruption. But behind then other people are not. Then here in the country, when somebody want to do the good thing, because of lack of jobs, will not get my resign. If I like Kaifala, I will not resign. You're the same as the Minister of Finance. If I were Julius Safa, I will not resign. We are in the country, very difficult when people resign. And that's the problem. To fight corruption in that country, very, very simple. Very, very simple. No records. Bring records. You know, these internal controls, that they corrupt. Our government know the internal controls. So they do that. They don't care. I still don't get the policy, it don't do. Corruption as alone. Now a chain work. It starts from the cleaner. Take the rates at the up. Now also corruption in as alone. So now it's very difficult for me. Very difficult. Country go there for state, they don't even get ID card. National ID card, then for print up. Go back to print up for me. Oh, my brother. Okay, bro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Francis. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, AAA. I name Abdullah Bimara. I call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, AAA, thank you very much for the program and thanks very much for the Terra Network family, you know what I'm saying. I really want to say corruption, na salon. Now this have been the talk the last time we bring on the program the last time for say make we give the ACC leader at least then Kaifala make we give a note would be I be see so many people that they give 70%, 90%, 95%. When we can give at least let me say 20%. I even get some people that would be the comment against that. You know what I'm saying? This now for sure you say salon corruption in already yet for them. Not to this government, not to the other governments. The corruption rate is very high. The last time I be even surprised why I can later say they don't get as a president of the West Africa. You know, even fed corruption now your country. You want to go fight corruption in West Africa. This is not just a little example because of look what did happen. When I don't take person, when I don't go to the court, when I don't judge and say the person don't step down, when I don't pull an in position. Later when they can't tell we say would they withdraw the case, we not left the case yo. Most case where they don't withdraw in a court in a salon, you don't go back to court. That case no day. That case no day inside Sierra Leone. Any case where you don't withdraw a court na salon, you don't die. You know they ever a report again. You just start like say, wait, person don't die, you don't put an a grave. It don't disappear. So let the people that let the left for deceive the people then. They do not tell we say they can't fight corruption for we. They can't fight their own interest. Because this is not their own interest that they fight. Not for the people that they fight. Person know they go thief rice where they count for picking in our school. Then when they go release them back, and they go sit down back as salon as minister back in the country. Now Sierra Leone, you see that they accuse a one whole minister corruption. Then later nothing no can happen. They go put them back in position. Just like say we not get leadership, you know what I'm saying? All these things need for stop if we want we country go before. We need for come to the reality. You know they tell me say you want make the system, you want patch the system where you know one face the truth. If you don't like the truth in anything, you know the progress. You know the progress by anything that this world with truth not the inside. Let the people that begin the honest for the people then as alone. If they want to let the country go before, if they get the love of the country, let we honest between we self. Where one person do bad, let we say he do bad. If you know say you know they do the job, resign. Just step down. Nobody know they talk bad about you. You understand? But they don't go there the pepper with then they fit to say they want help with. No, we are not fools. Not to that time that they will be the full way again. We are not fools triple A. Let the people let them change. Let them change. We want Salole bright. Now the benefit of everybody. That's a new contribution, sir, for this night, really.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
Yeah, hello, sir. My name is Joseph Conte. I call from England, London, actually.
Yes, Joseph, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, again, about this whole corruption thing. You know, one thing, the whole anti-corruption, all man knows a political thing, you know. So now just a face. You know, so like for see they know they fight. Obviously, they just get for pick and choose the color they pick and choose. So, but the main thing when we want to talk, you know, when you look with system as a with governance system in general, you know that this gap they way before say the one they in control. I mean, with the people there, this gap where they between them, and they make people where they in power, they will take the peace for people then. Which is for say any sector, not only nowadays, rest or whatever, any sector we look, we be say we not get like them how call them pressure group or then interest group them, like customer service, waiting call like a few days ago, you be they talk about that you incident now, one of the top of the pot. We say you go there, one of the officials they would work their way like the one take property, which I can for say. We fit getting bodies that will relate to any department as a law, made them back be part and parcel of the way within department they run. A camp and teachers them back at the one with famble way na pensioner now. Now boy, the way they tell me say 30 days they no able get pension. Only say we go there and turn. So now tell us say we make we no form like a organization who have them pensioners then when I go to media when I try for bring this thing to the public attention. So basically, which I try for talk, then can't see and now need in a society. We able so because now individual, you know they able fight government, but if try get like our bodies them within any sector, we they able like push go na the department, know how system they work. You know, then there's a back with the two of the top of the electricity. I don't say for board in a bit actually, if you don't mind. So what I therefore say, if we get like for the electricity aspect, like customer, I don't know how to define them, but people are really use the light. They form like a body within the department. They know all how the system for work. I think that they will go a very, very long way. Because when we know the way the people and they suffer from this corruption, they not be part and parcel of governance system. Then it cause most of them problem here. But if I can come back to this rest business here or this, it's really tough. It's really tough because the anti-corruption is more political, it's selective. So, easy because, independent. If Kaifala want to do something, they watch him back. He got for no way to do because it is free for the repercussion. One losing job. I think that had issue. So we try for bring them bodies there with the cost, with the civilian, whichever people make them be part and parcel of the governance. I think they will go a long way. Anyway, that I don't want to talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, to play in Amina Omar from Los Angeles.
Yeah, 3 minutes, sir.
What you mean to say to this new issue with them is let nobody not knock himself at the chest or anybody pat himself at the back in terms of the opposition. They're not good either. Because corruption during APC in time, I turned Crown freedom. The issue here is we not get an independent institution. We don't take the same word over and over in all day. Even the institution that we're not to government, any institution in a freedom, we're not to the president, or select the leader. In all day. So any institution, when a government institution, when the sitting president, the way we constitution plan, saying that in they select the leader with a leader institution there. As far as Africa is concerned, Sierra Leone to be precise, now waiting the government want. You hear it last month, that thing we would have been laugh with, would have been making like saying a joke, but not a joke. We said a police officer, they talk to the IG. In any civilized nation, no policeman that they go talk to the IG, they tell and say, we go tell them for say, we will work for the government of the day. That is wrong. It's wrong. For that policeman, we get bought in and they tell the boss, say, we don't work with the president of the day, with the government of the day. No, you don't work for the people of Sierra Leone, not the government of the day. If they tell the IG, say, go lay down sleep, or go lay down under your air condition. Why be the talker? Not recently I see on Facebook or whatever. Where the man they tell the IG, say, go lay down sleep. We deal with the government of the day. What is that? If police officer tell you, say, we deal with the government of the day, that government is for dissolve itself. That just tell you, say, every Sierra Leonean, you dey at the mercy of the entire country. You dey at the mercy of BO in government.
So now the same thing. This guy, now a very good guy, and it said this as still the guy gets a lot of good things in what he want to do. You know, if for just be for say in a one person will be for just be hired from a government well on them APC and SLPG. But a hands them tied. But the thing is, we'll not get them people and in Australia, we will get a job, just like what the caller from Ohio say, we will get a job. He say, hello? Yeah, we'll go say, you know what? I'm not like foresee the way then here they go and they resign. Because if not mean at this ACC boss, because I'm thinking the other sabotage them. The other sabotage them because no reason, no, they after everything what they don't say for this minister. Then they grab back. Maybe not say they get the position. Because why for keep a one old ministry position like that in the vacants? What's the reason? Not to say that two them go for do a by-election for. Why for keep them vacant? Maybe not say they get back to the guy. They just want camouflage for tell people that say, oh, you see, even we own minister, then we own people and anti-corruption go after them. Bullshit. Not like business. They don't mean business. They don't mean what they do. Just like what our sister said, Travi. I'm not say they go sell salon with physical cash, but then two parties then they right on track for sell this country, and then go for do that. And I believe what thing that with sister say, because when you see the way where the people that they behave, you go on the streets, you see how with people and they suffer, and look what thing that young man just tell me. People and they go just for pink card, they for put 2 million euros inside the envelope, and the minister did it, and the same minister guy down the way they act like say in a God. That Timbo, whatever I name, what can I name himself, whatever name you get. Then guy they act like say then a Muslim, then a religious person. Why they for pay you that 2 million? Then almost $200. Now they forgive somebody a pin code, just forgive somebody a job. And they say the minister been there. You got to put inside the envelope. If your envelope no big, they don't say the money no there. Then they say go back. Who's kind of like this? It's sad, but I hope say no more this anti-corruption guy with all the goodness we need for this country. They just sit down one day say, you know what, pa, I want to go back in the courthouse. I want to go practice law. With the intention when we get, you know, they work with me that way. They tell somebody for the job, but very seldom. The only person we say no to a young president when we know of na me own lifetime na salon na SL Bangura. What thing come out of that? Checky killer. So maybe instead of afraid, because if he resigns just now, then go put the SLPP go put bullseye spanner. Then go begin talk negative things about him. If he resigns because of like the way the government they treat him, then go put bullseye. They go sit and begin talk bad things but the next thing they go try for go after him. Maybe I make it sit on it. So now that no more, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Umar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. You name and side the call from, please.
Yes, sir. Tripoli, this now Alaji Sila.
Yes, Alaji Sila, get 3 minutes, sir.
Yes. First of all, this 49,000 bags of rice. I not be no safe because I go inside March of this year. The house where I go lodge to me in law, Dongri, and this lady. I showed them to me and said, they say this Umaya, I'm responsible for that rest that we lost. But every time this woman they come out, they go out, they come out like, wow, somebody will under inquiry, then they left for the go, come out, want to come. Straight away now begin to say, first of all, this ACC is like, I don't think they know how to do their job. Because if you put somebody under investigation, if you make sure they get certain things that will make you get taxes, like, for them get wasted for 1 week coming out of the country, because that money they get wasted for 1 week coming out of the country. And then secondly, like the other people in the talk see this guy mostly they support the president and government. I think I go agree with them because most of them money what they say they don't find some people how many millions don't come out this that. Then people in they for all them let them make not for pay the money back. We for set an example. We just get for I tell this over and over. You can just eat the country 10 billion, then they can find you 1 million leons. It doesn't make any sense. Then you're going to straight back to the job. Then the next election, you see I'm back in the campaign for go back that the same position then. How long will they party this? How long ago they parted? How many years now? In fact, first of all, this commissioner from whose term to whose term, what did they do? Whose year back then begin say law for example, let's say from 2005 to 2000. Now they do this corruption. Whose year if we say the beginner? Whose year would then beginner for like come up with 2020? Is it like 2 or 3 years back or 10 years back?
I don't understand. Which day you mean the setting up of... The
inquiry. If not from
which one? Commission of Inquiry?
Yes, the Commission of Inquiry from 2000 and begin, or not from the past government, regime about 11 years back. When did they start don't forget all this stuff?
I can't remember again, but I will search. But if I know right, now the past government and the Commission of Inquiry will look at some. I think it was the last 5 years to the tenure, but I will need for reconfirm that one day. Yes, I will need for reconfirm that.
Okay, because the reason why I say it's like you know, go just come, you understand it? You can't say no more. You can't do inquiries for one party we don't do from 5 years or 10 years back. If you want to, because Salon don't begin pool from 1961. It don't begin pool. Okay, let's just take early 2000. Early 2000, Salon don't begin watching. They don't begin watching. All the ministers and they wouldn't be in a certain position there. Would they be in a certain position? They will not do anything. Therefore, all of them bring them come. Waiting the money all of them don't give what you don't do in your community, what you don't do in your area, whose development will do in your area. For example, I bring one example. Osman, Emmanuel Grant, now Central 2 yonder. Now some people jump for they win. Even that East West Book Street side they so. One day make that street. If you see the stone and I said the whole thing up so, there's still people in jump for in the Gladi. Gradomatic machine, Congo market. It do the same thing. People in jump for who's make Congo market. You don't make nothing. So they forgo for I don't say they forgo for Gradomatic, but they begin from then 10 day. Then begin inquiry to each and everyone waiting and do with we money. Why make we come to the backwards? But for just gonna say they can begin 5 years. It's like a one-sided inquiry. You're not supposed to be so. You're not supposed to. So the all me take omega for talk is they for go backward more than 10 or 15 years. Then they begin to inquiry. Waiting they will do with money. Waiting they will do with money. What we continue to be up till now. We even for itself, what I say for the Kubona club na cinema on the net. Na street from Purican was. Wait another again. All the pipe and they will pass the street too. Why we tell the pass for them to go water back let people and get water out of the country? What thing they go on? So then people are thinking for all the responsible and they set an example. I don't know make it for say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and side call from, please.
Yeah, Triple. I'm Musa, I'm the call from Haile.
Yes, Musa, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, first of all, me I go say Ben Kaifala na good guy, you know, because the guy he get pension, he get that what he said they for fake corruption, you know, because with the fear and the guy the vision he get for the country, the focus he get because they cost years with appoint the money will erase up for the country, but. To be honest with you, them people they don't get for a chance. Because alone now, especially them, the way this government now, the jobs now camouflage. If you all them people that I don't know that Minister of Labor, I don't know what they call them, but Timbo, but we didn't take for the, we didn't say for that rest business. The evidence being there. I don't know what they talk to, but the evidence not been there. Evidence being there. They made that woman, they changed the bag to another bag. That is evidence. You see? So they go meet other woman back, we said they go meet some rest back, we said they take them to other warehouse, all them things there. So I don't understand. What you make the no give the guide them people less especially. Now they do and they guilty, they go say the freedom again. So therefore for that this one just come a flag. Now this government they just just take them people them to the court so that let them know for say yes, like how the president will talk to no secret cows. It's a lie. These people they The only thing, the Kaifala, which I feel is that for those two evil party then Salon, this SRPP APC. These people, in these two parties, evil party there, and if anybody who lead that party, evil people there. These people, they don't get interest of Salon, they don't get interest of the people there, because you see how people in the suffer. These people, they don't even think about that. People, they would talk now from January to December, from Monday to Sunday. Then people, they don't even here for listing. They're not there for listing. So that guy, the problem now, if you me, I would say no man resign, because in the end of the day, they don't forget bad name, because they will say, oh no, the Kaifala do better. Look, anytime you go court, they win the case. So if you me, I don't spend time, because the guy got job now, but he resign, he come back, he do job, because to be honest with you, this government no good judge chance. Because they're corrupt. You see, this present government is corrupt. The other government the other past government is corrupt. And these the two parties which Salon people say they're not quick to go to party there. And if the people are not saying these two parties, they only they get for sell Salon. Because the way they find out the new things will go in that country, then people there, they're not just to change the attitude at all. Now, evil people there, all the ministers, they all the parliamentarians, they win the country, they don't get the country interest, like they don't interest. They don't make law for the people there. They don't make anything now for themselves. So for those say this man is a good guy, but for me to resign, that's a problem. I resign back, I come back to Kakumu. You see, because the law keep a chance. If you get money back and get a point back, you don't see that I don't know. That's the country with them to left back, but I make out of something like that. What will make the man will appoint, this president will appoint people until now, because they don't foresee them people then by just appoint them back. You see? Once they don't go talk to them, so they don't go, they not found them, you just give them job back. They just give them back. So now just the full people there. You see, them think they appreciate a lot of people there. But they say you fool people sometimes. You can't fool people all the time. Some people now, we don't white now. Not to say people who just can't talk rubbish. Fool people, they say, you get to go away for that, So, then, to be honest with you, these people, they're not ready for that country, But if you see how people in the south of that country, people not getting for it. This is not ready for listening to people there. They will be mad. They can come from power and 3 years ago. If in pin shape, they will make no difference. When they talk tradition, when they go change, they go make things different. All this man, the neighbor. I don't understand. I don't understand. Motor man, we didn't say motor man. No matter who be president, he be leader, he be the organization, now you work, now they call it motor man. Now you work. We talk this country, we do it, now they call him and do. Don't no go ever succeed. If you're able, you will not trust yourself first. Also, you to talk on everything. But if people learn now, that's why no one get respect for those people. Those people called president, excellency. I don't get respect for people. I respect somebody, possibly respect the word, possibly respect human dignity, human rights. Not to possibly just kind of lie for speak, for just selfishness, for your evil interest, just to reach yourself, go out, leave the people there, all like that. Only the foreigner, they go that time, the foreigner. So those people like you go there. I remember last year I've been good. I meet down at the Kola Passover. They tell me this. Most I wake up the church, you see, this salon, they don't spoil for long time. Okay. This salon will ever make. So, to be honest with you, now these people talk to us from January to December. I don't think we are not ready for this thing. That's I don't think. But still, we will get optimistic. We'll still think for salon to need better. But for them two parties there, and obviously these people, they're ready for that salon. Unless we, the people, then we try to put other neutral approach, no matter that, but these two parties, na evil party then, but satanic party then, they're not ready for in that country, they're ready for themselves. Now they go all could come back, they can't be people the left back. So that's an even contribution then.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yes, caller, live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, my name is Safi, call from Tennessee. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
3 minutes, Safi.
Okay. On the conservation we get today is the whole situation is wrapped up to the commissioner inquiring and to Mr. Timbo. One thing, first of all, I try to say is, go accuse me of something I not do, take me off of my position, and you lie to me, and you replace me back, you put me back again in that place. Before I take the position, I get an action where I get for act. Before I even get for answer you yes sir again for be in the same position. Now one thing, because some people I know do not go lie to me and he call me back say can't sit down I go sit down there. That's the one thing. The second thing I want to say is that guy, Mr. Mara, he is a very hard-working person, try for push. But one thing I want to let people to understand, corruption not only Sierra Leone, Gambia, Guinea, Conakry, now corruption, I make some people that they rich and some people poor. But if he then spell out, say that they can't fight corruption, who everybody don't happy for. And then things they go drown the gutter again, let the water run with her and go put an addition, a big slap on the face. Now the second thing. Thirdly, like I tell you, until they don't begin to point finger, but we say, now the diaspora, then now we they corrupt, now we they this, now we they that. One day, if they come down a Lunge airport, then they welcome you pan Chinese, or they welcome you pa Japanese, or they welcome you pa Lebanese language. Mark all this word what they tell you. Because if something, things and then na the country, na the floor, when then they turn to money, but if they're not willing, they're not open-hearted, for me them bring the things, the open-minded, where they bring the things, where they turn that thing and they to money, what they then go do tomorrow? Now the land and then they begin to sell. Mark this trip, which are they try for? There's a lot of things, there's a lot of programs, there's a lot of stuff where they try for make money come inside. One caller talk about ID. Common ID from where they give people in paper. Now that paper they travel with. They're not able to give them a real ID. That's a very big shame. You say they can't change things. Me, I'm not there against with nobody. I'm not there against who SL people or APC now. Me when they talk so go get blood of APC or get blood of SLPP. You trip where they talk so go get blood of APC or blood of SLPP. But let these two names be changed. Let's the two names, yes or no, now the picking the papa, the mama, the wife, then go be. But let these two names be changed. You go see how things then they change. The thing where they hate, why they hate this program where people then they got. Now the same thing where everything we don't try there, and then sell people. But would they look for change? And we don't get the hope. When somebody don't give you the hope, say changes they come, and everybody support that. Why then things they are still they happen? Like today, they go from bad to worse. Are we gonna depend this? Till tomorrow? Now we try for change those two names. Now the same people but with the other name, we get for buy them off until they don't begin to point finger per 1 gram fish 1 grain smell of a fish of Adebayo, they make the whole boat of Sierra Leone, they stink. We don't know that guy. If you go in then they go to the ground, people they know they listen them. And they watch one documentary in Liberia where they say the person they walk in the parliament, they point the finger by the president. The president don't give a damn about him. If they do what he get for do, the comrades stand na Liberia, they say if you be picking commodity for go protest, if follow that man, if you can't outside they kill you. The young man they stop. The man still they do what he get for do. Things get for change. If you things not change, you go then at the same back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Sophie. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, your name and who call from, please.
This is Dave Casey, I call from Virginia.
Yes, Dave, you get 3 minutes.
Yes, AAA and all the listeners. This is another sad day for we country salon because waiting just don't happen. So just don't show say if you get connections, you are able to do what you want to do and return back to the position. Like Boku callers and they ask, if there be no say this man is there under investigation. When they remove him from the position, why they left that position vacant for the longest, only for let it come back and fill the same position. So now the other question could be, is a minister really necessary for that position? Because if that position don't be in existence all this while, minister not there, but nothing not go wrong in the ministry, why would they use the country in resources for pay minister where it not really needed? Because if we don't do all this while, no minister not been needed, but the ministry still a function. So now the question again is, was it necessary for that minister they be reinstated? All the thousands of dollars or the Leones in equivalent where he get for the car and that one if for don't go towards building hospital, the state of the arts hospital, where we may expect, say, from that anti-corruption money, we would not able to forget them. That hospital, we not hearing too much about ourselves. The Lunge Bridge, we not hearing too much about them. Yes, sometimes they want to take everybody by surprise. But all this, they encourage other ministers for say, all you have to have, now for make you day, you get your strong connection with the president, and then you will be okay. I mean, for God's sake. Waiting at the explanation now we didn't get for the 49,000 bags of rice, we be supposed to be for the ordinary man. Waiting at the explanation. This clearly they tell you, say, no matter what we do, that country, the corruption is so soaked into it. I mean, what I find very interesting, now the fact that anytime we Ben Kaifala, I mean, a very fine gentleman, I've been admired so much. Because he get the zest, he get the mind, and he be pursue accordingly. But all the people that we don't investigate, only the one that we now the APC, now they don't find guilty of some people. Then we get foreign affairs or somebody will be the work where they say he build house within certain amounts, within certain months or certain years. It takes time, he investigate that one day. At the end of the day, we come back, he say the human, it be worth waiting a bill. This one don't come back. At the end of the day, you say you don't find the man, or anyway, the president say you don't find the man guilty, so as a result they get a position. Other person they for do that work day. Other person not qualify for be a minister of labor. Chief minister, we hear about his own millions and millions of dollars where apparently they happen. But we don't get no anti-corruption for go inside there for dig through and really find out what happen. At the end of the day, he say he go to Eco Bank or whatever and able for see nothing. But they see through the lens of the opposition. Now they could say, this country, if we not stop the witch hunt, we would try for say we love Salon. we efforts they all go down the drain. Unfortunately, because anybody when they call at this forum now because you get the interest of Salone. But can you imagine at the end of your term as the ACC commissioner, you come back and say you report where you give. All the people that we find guilty in APC then they. Anybody who don't investigate now the other party, SLPP or you name it, they're all not guilty. How can you explain that to APC if APC end up for be in government, the other time more than get for come around? A fine gentleman, Ben Kaifala, nine they destroy so. It's very, very sad. May God sorry for we country. But these two parties, I know say that now something impossible. Now dream would they dream for say would they get rid of them two parties because they soak inside the blood of Sierra Leoneans. But until them two parties are really sit down, they ban them from politics now. Would they fight a battle way not easy for win? Very, very sad. What can they explain? This morning I've been listening to the program Wake Up Salone or Front Page. I make a comment say the political head of the ministry, therefore all I'm accountable, regardless if he being get direct responsibility or not. Now if somebody else go and counter me statement say, oh, when you be the head of a ministry, that you not mean say you responsible. Can you imagine? I mean the buck for stop to you when they head the ministry. Anything will go wrong and that's supposed to be your problem. Anything will go wrong now Salone supposed to be the president's problem. But if people, even we the ordinary people, they think say because okay, this one is not power normal, but not irresponsible for anything will happen at that ministry. I mean, a very, very unfortunate. May God continue for sorry for Salone, and we on ordinary people and we not get anything for faith with. Because the moment where you come out, you can protest. Of course, you go meet up the barrel for put you back inside your house. How can that be the normal of Salone? A very, very sad day. And Ben Kaifala, me, I've been a CM in places na Salone. But with waiting at the sea they go on. Whether na sabotage and they try for sabotage them, instead they feed into that. Because if you call somebody for investigate them, it no matter which party way they, as long as you know say waiting if they do not right, you have the right to pursue that person, even if they're in the ruling government. And anything where you come with, you have to be upfront about it. But you can't say, oh, you withdraw first because you need to go do more research. Are you kidding me? Which kind of explanation again you want? Now the same one don't tell we say they go meet evidence of bags of rice now so place. So would that now rice saga? Would that they don't hold responsible for all things where they go on? So would that you know of anybody where they will say nah this now you don't hold responsible for now?
On the rice?
On the rice, yeah.
No, on the rice nobody, everybody is free.
So everybody is free. Can you imagine? 49,000 bags of rice. Everybody is free. And the suspended minister is reinstated. So now he will go back and do, if not worse than what he don't do. But instead of he make with a mistake, this time he will take in time how they do the corruption. I mean, it is just frustrating. It's very sad. But Governor Clarkson in prayer will knock these people down one at a time. Anybody with the damage our country, Governor Clarkson in prayer will get them one at a time. Thank you, AAA, and thank you to all listeners.
Thank you very much, Dave. Well. Thank you, sir. Let's call ID live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Thank you so much, AAA. My name is Ezekiel. I call from Oregon.
3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. I think the first time we have been contribute by this program, I'll be talking say for lay corruption end in a country. We forget a system in place where is strong. Since we not get a system in place where is strong, in other words, the different angles of government, the judiciary, the executive and the parliament or constitutional system, we get parliament, you know. So as long as these divisions, they're not there independently, they're not strong, the only person we go help for make change, not the president. As long as we court system not independent, parliament not strong, what else? The only person then we go make a change, not the president. That's it. That is it. And so the man we will vote in the name of change, force action, now for involving to parliament and abolish and destroy the system way in place. How in the world you don't have majority? Quick. You don't get a speaker. Corruption started right there from the change way them preach to we. Right there. You know? Until we get a divided system where the judiciary cannot be touched by the president. If they accuse anybody, the judiciary not get no fear. Say, wait they said, not this, not the truth. Nobody no go sack them or nobody no go push them around. Like here we get, you know, look at this man. The Attorney General fights all kinds of way through the pressure of the president. They kick out Michael Flynn in case. He go back to the court. The court say no. No, the judge need to look into it. We cannot just dismiss it. After we demand don't admit say it twice. He don't admit say yes, it be mess up. You know? So how in the world all of a sudden with the president influence and the Attorney General they dismiss the case? No, the courts don't reverse that verdict. Now he has to go back to court. You know? You see how separation and independence of the system, how it work. We not get that system in place. As a result, the only possible way they make change now the president. And how he will make that changes? Where he get a wife, he get a brother, he get a sister, he get a family member, he get a tribe. When those people are involved, then they call them the heart of African culture for let you overlook corruption and help the family member overtake corruption kick in. So, I make contribution that day. If we want any change, now the president, now for stand up because then don't weaken all the system. If he want change and he want let everybody get involved, then he for strengthen the system. Full hand by the court business, full hand by the parliament, let them do their work. Now we see if the system now go bad. So that's my contribution. If then they listen, then they look into that. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Till we meet again, Triple A say, Tata.